Black women, like all human beings, are meant to be themselves, especially when it comes to our daily appearance. The most biggest appearance of all is our hair. Many African American children have been sent home from school because of their natural hairstyle. Many African American adults have said they were told to change their hair from a natural hairstyle to a more suitable hairstyle. But why? What does it take for Black women to maintain an acceptable hairstyle for the job market? And what are some of the consequences to Black women's hair in order to maintain those socially acceptable hairstyles? I have interviewed professional hairstylists who worked on African American hair, and they will share how this discrimination is damaging things that are done to Black women's hair in order to fit in American society.
Hair since a toddler. Well, not a toddler, but as a child. I was the eldest girl. Well, my name is Sheila Everett Hale, and I am the CEO and the educational director at Everett's Natural Beauty School. We are located in Detroit, Michigan.
1, 2, 3.
Wow, it's as far as how I went into professionally braiding is that every summer I would braid my hair when I was young, and I knew I was going to travel, so I would just create this hairstyle, and I would get this bun and put it on there and braid it into my hair, and that's how I was creating my extensions. But I never wanted to do hair. I could do hair. We say I do hair, and very well, but I didn't want to be a hairstylist or and to be a braider back at that time was unheard of, for you to braid and make money doing it. You just did it because that's what you did at your house with your sisters and brothers. From that point, we had to deal with legislation to change the law from cosmetology so that they would not come in and shut us down. It was really a civil rights movement when I started braiding. I am known as a natural hair pioneer and have been acknowledged by my peers in the natural hair industry. So I got my license for cosmetology in 1997, in 97. And we also got the legislation changed, and Governor Engler, he signed the paper saying that braiding was, a braider's license is voluntary and not mandatory. They call that license natural hair culturist license. But it is voluntary, not mandatory, because it's our culture, it's ours, it's Black people. And so we just had a serious issue around having to pay someone else and having to be under the supervision of someone who don't know what we know. And so that was that took a little while to do that, but we did it successfully. In 97, Engler signed that law into. My purpose for going to cosmetology school was that, not that I wanted to do perms, I didn't want to straighten hair, I didn't want to do any of those things. But in order to deal with the law changing, I needed to know what that whole world was about. I needed to understand the language, and I needed to see, do we indeed need that license? And indeed, we did not need and do not need that particular license for what we do. And when we talk about natural hair, what we do is we don't use chemicals to alter the hair. That's basically, we deal with braids, locks, twists, and just anything that's going to enhance the beauty of the person themselves without putting chemicals on the hair. Well, of course, Madam C.J. Walker, right, who just kicked off. Madam C.J. Walker is known for, making millionaires and out of women and creating a lot of entrepreneurs through the use of hair products. And she had that business mind to empower all these women to take care of their family and to make good money. She was also a philanthropist and things like that, which is where my heart is as well. And then also Dr. Joanne Cornwell. I am so, she is the one who created Sister Locks, and the road, the journey that she has taken, I've been privileged to take some of that with her. And we still do Sister Locks to this day. I call her the modern day Madam C.J. Walker, because she, in her way, in her skill, has empowered many, 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 like thousands of people, women and men, to do a technique that it allows us to have the best of both worlds.
However, with all that aside, things weren't so lucky for those who were natural hair. It's not just women who are being discriminated, but male African Americans as well. In 2018, a high school athlete was told to either cut his hair or forfeit a wrestling match. In 2017, the U.S. military retracted the ban on natural hairstyles. And in 2019, both the city of New York and the state of California passed bills outlawing job discrimination based on natural hairstyles. Although natural hairstyle discrimination affects both male and females in the African American community, the most affected are African American women because of the damaging things that are done to American society.
Yes, so many of our sisters are, especially when I first started braiding hair and caring for natural hair, it was hard for them to be able to have their hair natural and still fit into the corporate world. And as I said, during that time, it's like that the civil rights, the right to do your hair the way you want to, represent your culture and things like that. So a lot of people were losing their jobs. A lot of people as well went to jail. A lot of people even were degraded and talked about, even from their own family members, when they wanted to just wear their hair natural. I think I know that we've come a long way. We've come a long way because of the media, and you see more of our hair natural when you're watching TV or you're watching looking at something on social media, the entertainers and the teachers and all of that. So it's much better than it was before, yet we just hear about some child who gets kicked out of school because their hair is natural. Their hair is braided or their hair is loose and natural, because the stigma that we don't even grow hair that long. So you see someone with a lot of hair, I guess the fear of that is still there. Now, as it relates to our sisters, what they do, they'll go through using the chemicals on their hair, which is going to affect them in the burning of the scalp, and also over time is going to affect their very health. And but because they want to fit in, I'll tell you, I have to tell you this. I had in my wedding that everyone had to have their hair braided, and my cousin would not allow her hair to be braided, and so therefore it wasn't my cousin, it was going to be my sister-in-law. But just because of not being able to fit in, no, I have to have my hair curled. So you wear your hair braided all this time, and then for the wedding, you have to have your hair straight. The bottom line is we've come a long way, but we still have a long way to go as it relates to the world accepting us, but I want to say first, us accepting ourselves. And with our sisters and our brothers who want to wear locks and they have to go into the corporate world, that might be something where if it's that deep, maybe you need to start your own business so that you can be yourself. But until then, our sisters are burning their scalp and they're sacrificing their health in order to look like you fit in. You're beautiful as you are. Short hair, long hair, curly hair, straight hair, blonde hair, black hair. You're beautiful as you are. At Everett's Natural Beauty School, what we did was we have, and still have, is a campaign where you can donate $25 in order to help a student attend Everett. So it's a fundraiser for scholarship. So that's what we put down there, and as you see, it's all gold bricks. It signifies gold bricks. And you can buy a brick for $25, and that's been up here for a few years now.
1, 2, 3.
Love should be easy. Why should it not?